Tell a joke.
Yeah, 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 oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, this is how we like it up in here, Hey, come on, hey, let me see the ladies. Yeah, well, Imported Effects is just me and my friends' production group. We, DJs at heart. We make our own original music from scratch. We remix songs. We play live, not as much as we hope. We're gonna be playing a lot more shows this summer, and then hopefully into the next year start breaking out and blossom. So this is our home studio where we make most of our songs. We just start a new session and we just jam out. A lot of times we start with the percussion, then move from there to the bass. And we love to find sounds first. Sounds are a key part of like EDM music. That's the cool thing about electronic music, is that it's about the melody too, but I just respect so much like all these producers that they take hours to get that perfect sound, and then once it's made, it's just unbelievable. It just makes you feel it. We try to keep a real like instrument aspect in it, so I love putting guitars in and just any sort of real instrument, anything I can possibly do, because it kind of adds like a human aspect into it and adds air to the music. Alright, so first off, I can just create a new session right here. I'll call it Interview. And really, I just create a new instrument track, and then just from there, I just pretty much get a beat going, and once I have my own sound, I just play around with it. Show you guys a finished product of one of our songs. I think the variety in our music is like the biggest thing that we have going for us. Every song we try to make sound different, so that when you do listen to our album, it's not painful because every song sounds the same. We want it to be a variety because we love all types of music. I honestly just am a music fanatic. I'll listen to music all day long, all types of music. So I try to express that through my music, and I'll like to put different instruments in, sometimes horns, sometimes guitar, sometimes different basses. I never try to use the same sounds in songs, but just whatever the song calls for, I'll put into it. It was around high school when I started actually picking up guitar and taking it a little bit seriously. And then my dad went out and got me all this software, all this like computer and recording hardware, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? He's like, trust me, you're gonna want to use it one day. And I was like, alright, I don't know what it does and I don't know how to use it, but alright. I mean, it looks cool. I thought I was lost because I had these little mixing bars on those. But yeah, so I just started recording, a lot of heavy metal rock and guitar songs and just classic rock and just messing around. And then after that, I just, would record every day and just write random songs and that's where it really started to get fun, and I fell in love with music then. Probably the best moment in my career was when I had Joss Stone and Dave Stewart listen to my music. And they was in this room, and they were sitting on that couch over there. And I remember playing my reggae dubstep song to Josh, and she was just jamming out on the couch, and she was just jamming, and I just look over, and I'm like, is Joss Stone really just jamming out to my music? And she, that was pretty cool. And then when I played my music for Dave Stewart, just watching him sit there and just listen, I was like, am I playing my music to the founder of EDM music? This is so weird. I felt it was an awesome feeling. And the coolest part about it was after I played it, Dave, complimented me and gave me tips about like how I have the basics or not the basics. He complimented me about how I have like the real tools to be a good musician, and he offered for me to come up to LA and work with him sometime, and that just like I was like, what? Me get to come up to LA and work with you, Dave Stewart. So that was really cool. And just him complimenting me on my music was life-changing. Yeah, I could name so many people who have influenced me. But if I have to say the main ones, it would be Skrillex. I admire his production work so much. His attention to detail and his little production tips, it makes his music so much better. It's so important to do what you love. Because if you're doing something that you love, like, find out what you love and then make work out of it. Don't go to work and then on your side time do something that you love. Make a job out of what you love to do, because if you do something that you love, you will never work a day in your life. Because it's, you're choosing to go do it, and don't stick into a job where you're at a cubicle and you're at a desk, 5 days a week, hating life, and then you wait for the 2 days. You should be looking forward to those 5 days. You go into work happy every day because you're doing something that you love. I gotta admit, it's hard to stay on top of your dream because you are gonna get beat down. People are gonna say what they want to say, and they're gonna, put you down, and you just can't listen to that. Because when I first played in front of my school, my music, you sit in your room and you go, oh, this is the best thing ever, and then you go out and people might not feel the same way as you. And what you gotta do is you can't just take that and believe it. You gotta say, alright, well, if you think that, I'm gonna change your mind. Like, you gotta use that to motivate you, and that's what I did. I kinda came back in here with David, and me and my friend David, we just sat here and we're like, alright, what can we do to get better? And just from there, we just did little things, changed it up, kept on working at it, and eventually people will respond to that. People like perseverance in life, so I think anything you should take away from this is perseverance. That's what's gonna get you somewhere.